See more about uh, different tags which are present in a directive tags. So one of them is page directive tag. This page directive tag is allows the programmer or the JSP programmer to develop or to supply overall information or global information about the JSP program. Like you can use package, which package you want to import. Okay, what is the buffer size for that page? Okay, how do I extend my JSP page with others? Then what is the content type? Either you can pass text HTML, MS Word, or PDF or Excel. So these are the content types. Maybe then next, I wish to send the response, but I have to flush what are the content which is available in my response buffer. It did not to keep in my server side, but need to be flushed up completely up to the zero level to the client side or onto the browser window. So that is auto flush, whether you want to enable auto flush or disable auto flush. Whenever you want to work sessions, you want to enable session true, session false, then error page, whether this error, whether you want to configure this page is error page or you want to add any error page. If anything occurs wrongly in your web page, you want to show an error or you want to forward the request, at that time this page directly helpful. Next, okay, error page you can configure by using the URL. You want to tell this is the error page, this is the error page, this specific JSP is the error page. Okay, then you can make it is error page true or false by using this page directive. The next, you want to make is this third safety page or not. Okay, you can enable is it true or false. Then if you want to provide some more information about this page, okay, info, one more attribute. The next step, if you want to enable expression language, okay, I will let you know what is expression language. Okay, you might learn in JS core Java as well as in Python. Both supports EL. Okay, expression language. So if you want to tell to the runtime environment, yes, this is the expression language is ignored or processed. So that in that case you can enable this expression language. So these are some of the attributes that need to be that are already available in a page directive. So let me add that same note point. Already yesterday itself already I given this point. So page directive, it allows to provide the overall or global information global information uh, to a JSP program like now I will know what are the different likes. Okay, so I'll go to that. First I'll go with the syntax. Syntax is how can I able to work with the page directive. Syntax, that is first is standard syntax, and then I'll give the XML syntax. Okay, so the way we work with the other tags like a scriptlet, declarations, expressions, then again comment lines. Okay, so similarly, how do I able to work with the page directive? Yesterday sessions we have already worked with the page directive. Okay, so left angle bracket modulo at the rate, you need to add a page. You need to add a page followed by attributes. What are the attributes you want to enable? Okay, attributes. Then this page directive ends with the, okay, I will end here itself modulo. Okay, this is standard syntax to work with the page directive. Then let me add the XML syntax. Otherwise, let me give the example of this standard syntax is what is the example. On the way yesterday or day for yesterday session we work with the, we had already included java.sql.star, java.util.star. So same example you can write here at the rate page. So you can use, suppose I want to enable the language, you can use that also, include also can write. Okay, today I want to give some different. So you see which language I'm using here, Java. Okay, Java, and end the page directive by using modulo. So this is at this in this example I added only one attribute about page directive tag. However, I will give some of the other attributes. So following are the list of attributes I will add here. Following are the list of attributes of page directive tags. I will add that tag. Just be patient. Okay, so then let me provide this XML syntax to how can I able to work with the page directive by using XML syntax. So here let me use JSP colon directive dot page. Okay, and followed by you have to provide the attributes. Okay, you can use one attribute or you can use multiple attributes. You can use one attributes or you can use multiple attributes. Okay, uh, you can end in this way also, or you can end. So this is one way. This is one way. So here is your code. Here is your code. Okay, other code. Okay, fine. Otherwise, you can end this tag in a single line. You can end this tag in a single line. How can you end this in a single line? Or directly slash. Because this is XML syntax, right? Fine. So these are the two syntaxes that you can able to work with the page directive. Now it's a time to provide you list of attributes of a page directive. What are the attributes which are already available or you can use in my page? So this is the I can call biggest chapter in your JSP. And most of the operation I can use in the by using page directive. Okay, at the top of the page. However, declaration expressions are embedded within the methods JSP service init, destroy, and declare the variables. Okay. Now let me add the list of attributes. First, let me give the attributes name. Language. Okay. Language. So by default is a Java. So this is default. You can call default. So default is Java. Its value is default. Okay. So why Java is given? Java is the default, and only one language, that you can pass. Where is my cursor? बंद पड़ा माझा cursor. Is it working? Yes, working. That you can pass here as a value. Next, let me add next attribute, import. So instead of colon, better to use here assignment operator. Like I work here, right? No, not here. Here, right? So use assignment operator, import assignment operator. So you can import the package. So java.util star. So this is one package. I want to import one more package separated by comma. So java.net.star. Even you can import specific class, interface, or abstract class also. Okay, by using fully qualified name. Next, suppose I want to import SQL.star. So like this, you can import all. I made dot dot dot, but dot 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 is not recommended. Okay, means you can import other packages also. So default is, what is the default value? So java.lang.star is the default. Java.lang.object, right? So that's what java.lang.star is the default package. Next, let me work with now extends. What it extends now? So you can extend any class name. So here I'm adding the class name. For meanwhile, I'm adding only class name. You can use along with the package name. Okay. So extends. It is not recommended actually. It provides this attribute, but it's not recommended to use. And there is no default value. Default value. Okay. Next, let me provide content type. What is content type default? Tell me. Content type for servlet, tell me. Response.set content type. Practice केली का? Pay attention. In the servlet, we use the default content type response.set content type within the do get and do post method. What is the value we set in the response.set content type method? Text/html. बघा, practice बघा आपली बघा. Are you practicing regularly? Yes or no? Vaishali, Padil, Kadam, करता का? Tapanis, Kadam, Kekan, respond नाही केले answer ला. You should respond, right? Then, if you are practicing regularly, you would have got this answer. Already I gave the response not set content type. You should respond at least for the question answer. Okay. The content type is text class HTML. So default. So response content type. So default value. Default value is itself only response not set content type. Default, and that is I can call response content type. Next, let me use another attributes buffer. You can set the buffer, but this value must be in KB. Okay, KB, kilobytes. Okay, KB, or we can use here none. None. So default value for the buffer is default value for the buffer is 8 KB. 8 KB. 8 KB for what? Text slash HTML. Text slash HTML content type. If the content type is text response dot set content type is text slash HTML, then it is a 8 KB. Okay. The next, let me apply autoFlush. autoFlush autoFlush true. Okay, or you can use false. We can set false. So default is true. So let me put the comment here. So actually this is the default. Okay, fine. Means comment, after comment you will come to know, yes, this is the meaning of this description about this particular attribute. autoFlush. Then let me use session, then error page, कोणाचं रे उचलून त्यांना याला सांगित मुलगी असेल फर्स्ट इयरची error page is error page कोणाचं आहे is third safe सकाळी सकाळी काम नसत डिस्टर्ब करायचं दुसरं info is expression language ignored. Okay, now next, if you want to keep this page in a session, so I can set here true. If you don't want to keep this page value in session, okay, if you don't want to access the sessions, you can set it false. So, or false. Next, what is the default value? Default value is true. Next is error page. So error page, you can set it to the URL. So you have to pass the URL, any other page. Okay, error dot JSP, error page dot JSP. Okay, generally you find 404 top side, you will find the header, footer. At the body section you will get error, not found, not available, under construction. Do you see? Header is fixed, menu is fixed, body changing. If the particular URL is not processed, do you observe some of the websites? Okay, you don't see 404 and blank server page. आपला सर्वरचा पेज कसा तसं दिसतो का? नाही. Header is same of that particular website or ERP. Menu bar is same. You will see the body changing only. If you're not able to get the proper output. Okay. So at that time I can configure error page. You need to pass that error page as a URL. Okay. Next, if an exception is thrown, at that time I can use error page. Okay. Is error page, you can enable here true. So error चा काय इथं? So URL, there is no URL. So there is no default value. No default value here because you have to configure manually. Okay. For URL, it is up to yours. Is error page true, or you can use here false. So by default it is false. So your default value is false. Is third safe, so make it true. You can make it false, so or you can use true. I'm giving both the values. So by default it's a false. By default is false value. False value, and let me add the information. you can give you some information. What information attribute expects? It expects the string value. It expects the string value. So I'm adding here only string, and there is no default value. No default value, but it provides, you need to offer the additional informations. You can call the short description. You can call, you have to provide the short description about JSP page, about JSP page, and there is no default value for this info string. Is expression language ignored? So default value is false. Okay, false. You can use, even you can use true also. Even you can use true. So here default value is false. Okay. So those who are not aware about EL, what is EL here? Underline and write expression language. Expression language. Okay. Fine. So I hope. So in this previous syntax with the example, I have added only one. Which one? java.lang. Sorry. Left angle bracket modulo at the page, and the attribute that I used in this example is language is Java, because JSP supports Java. So default value is Java. None other than this at this present stage. In near future may supports other also if cross-platform comes. Okay. So that's what they have made this attribute as the language of Java. But why they added language of Java initially? Because it supports Java. In near future, maybe, okay, maybe the Jakarta or maybe server implementations, they may support other languages like ASP, like PHP, like node scripting, right or wrong, huh? Or maybe Dart. So similarly, you can use their package. You can use import. You can use extends, buffer, is thread safe, error page, expression language ignored, info. Okay, these are the attributes you can configure there. So yes.
जर आपण क्लासेस फोल्डरमध्ये एखादा क्लास क्रिएट केला आणि त्याला JSP मध्ये जर आपला ऍक्सेस करायचा
एखाद्या पॅकेज मध्ये
फक्त क्लासेस फोल्डर
हां येतो ना, डोंट
डायरेक्ट येतो.
I will wait. Okay, आपण ते घेऊया. So using language tag, just आता तुम्हाला जे बोललो ना, what are the things that I explain about language? Let me add that point. The language tag म्हणण्यापेक्षा the language attribute we can specify the language that can be used to write script code in a JSP. So as of now, or as on today or as of now, only Java is allowed. Okay. So if I use the same syntax as example, so you may get the question, sir, if I use C, okay, if I use the C, what will happen? This will throw an error. Okay, this is valid. Now tomorrow if you say, sir, no, instead of Java I wish to use C, this is invalid because it doesn't support now. Fine. Or you may say, sir, I want to use C++, ASP. Okay, so that's what I added these explanations and basic information about this language. Is it done? Is write up done for all? Vaishali? Boys? Done? Do I scroll down? Chalo. Let me add next point, session. So when session tracking is not enabled, we don't need the implicit session object in JSP programming. So to disable its generation to disable session generation or creation. We can use session assignment operator false attribute. Okay, fine. So how do I able to do? So let me use the same tag, and I will change to here. Instead of language, I'll use here session. I'll configure here the value as a false. Okay, to disable. So here implicit object. Session is implicit object, right? Session is an implicit object. JSP provides 9 implicit objects, and one of them is a session. It is the object of a underlying container supplied HTTP session interface. Right? Right? So here object, implicit session object will not be created. Okay. And if I make it true, what will happen? Here implicit session object will be created. Okay. Okay, guys. Is it clear? Next, I'll go with the content type. So using content type, actually, let me add here double quotes. We'll get the idea session. Okay. So here is session language. So here also I will add content type. Content type attribute. Content type using content type attribute, we can specify the response content type in the JSP equivalent solid program. So take example. Now I need to create a web application, guys. Do I show you by using web application, or directly you can understand? You tell me. Do you expect me to create web application? If you wish, then I will create the web application. So let me go to my Tomcat. तुम्ही रिस्पॉन्ड करत नाही लवकर. क्रिएट करायचं ठीक आहे. I'll create the application. So this is 4 JSP tags. I'll create 5 JSP tags. Okay. So here 5 JSP tags. Which is this one? Uh, directive. Direct. Okay. Fine. So under this, let me create here direct.jsp. Next, web-inf. Under this web-inf, so here let me add web.xml. Okay, either you add classes or don't add the classes, doesn't create any issue. Okay, so I'll create this direct.jsp and I'll add the below code. Okay, direct.jsp contains what? Next code. So I'll def new others JSP. So let me add here page directive. So at the rate page, let me add here content type assignment operator text slash HTML. Right? Page directive close. Fine. Next up, I'm not going to do anything great. So simply I will add a table. So number of rows, I need 2 columns and 2 rows. Okay, easy. So simply here I will add a name, student name, student roll number, and here I will add here Ganesha, CSC 1 2 3 4. Okay, 2024 1 2 2024 CSC. So you can add one more row if you wish, or otherwise you can skip this part, more than enough. Let me add here Mahesh, Mahesha 2024 44 or 45. Fine. Okay. Let me save this page. First of all, let me create this directory. Directly I will create in my web application. Okay. I'll create a folder here. New folder. Okay. I create a directory. Under this, I should save this web page. Okay, let me create one more directory here. Web-inf, web-inf. Okay. Under this, let me create one more folder. Not required, but actually I added in deployment identity structures. Even you can create one more folder. What was that? Lib. I said directory or folder. Okay, you have to create web.xml also. Now I'll save this direct copy. I'll go to no name. So file, save. I created in my Apache Software Foundation, Tomcat, Web Apps, 5, and beside to web.inf, give the name direct.jsp. Okay, done. And you need to add an empty web.xml file. So here is my XML. So I can add here web hyphen app. Can I end in this way? Yes or not? So actually generally we had a practice of adding this one. I don't have anything, I can directly end here. Right? Can I do in this way also? Yes, you can do. So where do I save? Click on save. Go to again same D, Apache Software Foundation, Tomcat 10, Web Apps, 5 JSP tag directive, and under the web.inf, give the name called web.xml. Okay, done. Just start the server. Okay, means just for my reference sake, I created this backup. Where is my web.inf? Let me start the phone. Now next, it's time to test the web application. So to test the web application, तिला book घेऊन यायला सांग. First issue. So let me test the web application now. Sign in. So I haven't configured my JSP. Okay, let me add the JSP for you. I'll give the idea. How can I add? Actually, we added already we already added JSP in my previous sessions, but today I don't want to process it manually. Okay, so welcome. Last time we added what? Input.html, right? Day for yesterday. So welcome file hyphen list. Okay, Control C, Control V. You can add or you can skip this part also. So let me add here what? Welcome file name. Where's the tag? Check it. Check it out. Welcome file. Check it the tag. Welcome file. So here, is it correct? Welcome file list. Welcome file. Direct JSP. Okay. Have we provided a slash? Direct.jsp slash welcome file list web apps. Now I had to close the web apps in this way. because I have child tags. I have child tag within this root tag, right? Within this parent web tag, I have some other child tags. So that's why I have to end this web app by using external closing syntax of an XML, right? Now I have saved. Just check it whether the application is reloaded or not. Yes, reloaded. Look, earlier it was here. Earlier it was here. 9:49, 9 o'clock 49 11 second. Now it is reloaded once I save the web.xml file. Means whenever you modify web.xml file and you save, your application will be automatically reloaded. Okay? Reloaded, right? Fine. It is reloaded at 9:51:21. So let me give the request now. So I need not to reload once again here. I need not to call reload. Okay. So JSP, let me click on JSP direct. Can you see here? Directly. Uh, did I add here direct.jsp like this? Direct.jsp. मैं ऐड केलं होतं का? मी ऐड केलं होतं का? I can process same URL by using in this way also. Director.jsp. Right? So here I have not added direct.jsp because I have configured welcome file list, and within the welcome file list I added the welcome file name as a direct.jsp. By default, if you want to configure welcome file list, so please welcome file for most of the 99% server, welcome file name by default is a index. Either you configure welcome file list as a index.html or index.jsp. Either you configure or don't configure. You should directly give this URL. Okay. So that file will be automatically loaded. You want to see? Okay. I will remove this one. I'll remove this one. Okay. I'll make a comment. Okay, delete. Save. Delete it now. Now what I'll do, I'll get the same code. Means just for example, I'll create HTML file. Control C, Alt F. Similarly, you can create a Java file also. Right? Info. Let me keep in center. Means we'll get the difference. We'll get the difference. So file, save. Where do I save? Beside to web.inf within the file JSP tag direct, right? So, but I should give the name called index.html or index.jsp. Save. Do you want to add extension HTML automatically? Yes, I want to add. Fine. Let me close the server. Close Kela. Right? Just for your information sake, I'm trying. Otherwise, explanation is more than enough to make it because this explanation is self-understandable. Now what I'll do, just I will refresh here. Me to add केलाय this table tag should come in center. Why? To show you difference, I added JSP does not contain center tag, whereas in HTML I added center tag. Control F for you. Got it? Whereas if I give direct.jsp, look, I'm refreshing once again for your confirmation, for your compatibility. Refreshing. Where it is now? Left side. Now its appearance is at left side. This appearance is at center. Otherwise, if you're not happy, just the काही खरं नाही. Spoon feeding सोल आपले. So here, what should I do? H1. I am at where? HTML page. Happy? Happy? At least. And I'll copy this one. Where I'll be now? I am in JSP. Let me add one HR tag. Okay, these many changes I did now. At least now you will believe. Save. Both are saved. No, index.html is not saved. Let me save. Saved. Okay, all saved. Save all. Done. Just refresh the web page. Okay, at least I am at HTML page. Okay, now I am at JSP page. At least now you will feel. Are you getting? Just do observe. मी इथं कॉन्फिगर केलंय का? Did I add here welcome file list? What is the statement I made? By default, if you are not interested to configure welcome file list in web.xml, give the first page as a index.jsp or index.html. That will be called as automatically with the URL. Clear now? Is it clear? Fine. Both we have tried. So this is about your page directive. Let me go for one more example. Uh, now this is HTML, no? This is HTML, right? Now I will change to XML. I will change this to XML. Control C. Try with below code again. Try with below changes. Try with below changes. Okay. So here I will add XML. XML. What output do you expect? I'll change in JSP, not in HTML. Right or wrong? Huh? I'll change because XML, if I change in HTML, does it give any field? If I change in HTML, if I add this tag in HTML, does it give any field? It's a HTML page, Baba. It's not a JSP page. I should do changes in JSP, right? Okay, so meanwhile, I'll remove this HTML. I don't need. So I'll configure again here web.xml because otherwise I have to type manually, right? Save. Okay, save, and I will change into my direct. So what should I do here? Here, what should I do? Otherwise, I'll keep both. I will use XML. चला comment tag सांगा चला सांगा right right or wrong? So I'll change here XML, right? So here I change to XML, right? Fine. Now this is XML. Commented, save. Just let me refresh. What output do you expect here? Direct.jsp or here also direct. This is HTML now. I'll close this HTML. I don't want. I'm at direct.jsp. I'll use welcome file or not use this welcome file. What output do you expect? Just let me refresh. This page contains following errors. Why? H1. I'm at JSP na H1. So what I'll do? I will remove this H1. I'll remove this break tag. I will remove this. Save. Okay. Save. Just simply what I'll do? Refresh. Refresh. So now you can see the output. Come and see if you wish to see. Yeah, कोणाला बघायचं बघा. Power cut झाला आहे आता. Can you see XML output? Just you can refresh once again if you wish. Refresh, huh? Means you can change the content type. You can change Word. You can change XLS. You can change VND. Huh? Got it, huh? Similarly, I can try by using directly with welcome file list. I have already configured i.jsp welcome file list. Here also you can see the same. So just now power came. Let so that you can see the output. I'll wait for I think almost time up. I want to start it. Started, huh? Huh. Can you see? So this is without explicitly adding direct.jsp because here I am using welcome file list attributes in my web.xml and here I explicitly typed the direct.jsp. Right? Clear now? So in this way you can able to try the different examples. Now let me work with the so you can change the same. So try with below changes in above uh, direct.jsp. Okay. Actually, I should add here page directive. It's a page directive, na? But anyway, leave it. So you'll get the idea next. Okay. Okay, fine. Now next up, we shall see more about using info tag. आहे का वेळ तर संध्याकाळी घ्यायचं shall we continue for another 15-20 minutes? Okay, leave it. I will cover evening time because at least I need 25 to 30 minutes because I have to show that syntaxes with attribute, with example, with deployment, with output, right? Right? I hope now you are feeling, hey, it is similar to the solid only, nothing different. At least today you got the confidence. Huh?